Hey, I decided I'm pushing the run up a day because I made a pretty crucial mistake. Two crucial mistakes, actually. The first one was I missed the Metabore Dire Foe. It's a hidden Dire Foe you should see in a video that'll come up around the same time as this one. When you're at the beginning of the game, when you're supposed to hunt the prickle boars, when you're at the part where the Crimson Knight happens and Laphicet dies, that same area, the prickle boar respawn. If you fight a bunch of them, it's random, just like all the other dire foes. A giant boar will spawn, and you get a sovereign acerite from that. Apparently, that helps with upgrading equipment later on. So I figured, why not start over and do it? Especially since I did enough grade. I farmed enough grade to get 6 times experience, which I figure probably would have been a brick wall in terms of me actually finishing the run towards the end of the game because the difficulty spike gets pretty crazy towards the end. So what I'm gonna do instead of redoing the whole run, what I'm gonna do is once I get past the part that you guys will be leaving off at for the double experience run, I will just continue from there. I will do the rest off camera and catch up to that point. I feel like the double experience run, which I did like maybe like the first 30% of the game that way. I actually did a bunch of bosses today. I think they're more skillful and more interesting to watch. I'll manage it. It only took me. Let me look at my save here. It only took me 4 hours to get all the way to this point of the game, which is past the first two Shigure fights, having all 6 party members and stuff. I could probably go even faster than that with 6 times experience, so it's not really a big deal for me to start over. I just figured that maybe only having double experience might be an issue later on. I'm not really sure. I haven't really seen any completed runs of this. Clip just started his today, actually. So I basically carried over everything. This game's kind of weird. Like I can actually show you right now. You can actually do a new game plus file without finishing the game again. I don't know why it's like that. Basically, if you start the game with double grade and you farm up an extra 1,000 grade to get something, it might even be faster than doing it the other way, depending on what part of the game you're in or the method that you're doing it. So what I did is I just loaded up this save here. This is my last save with a double experience on. I just loaded up this one, and I had enough grade to get the triple experience. I just decided to do that. I will see how much it trivializes the game. I'm not really sure. You can't really carry over your weapons. You do not get any kind of good weapon from the shop rewards, so you can't transfer those over. You can only transfer over the accessories, and unless you're doing a straight solo run, it's not entirely useful because you can only have them on one character. If this was just a straight solo run, then being able to carry the shop bonuses over would be more overpowered because you could just switch it between the characters. But since I'm doing a tag combo run, basically I have one character who's always going to be disadvantaged. In this case, it's always going to be poor Rokuro because I don't have 2 sets of boots. That's pretty much what's going to happen. I'm really enjoying the run, and I'd feel bad, especially since I'm staggering the content out, one piece of the run a day. With how long it's going to take, I didn't want to just ditch it. So I think this might work out. I might play around on both files and see how things go. I mean, obviously I have the triple speed, the running speed code on, and I'm skipping all the cutscenes, so it's not really too long to get through the game. A new game speed run of this is like, I think, under 7 hours now, if I remember correctly. I think Silex98 has been running this for the past few months, so getting back to where I was is not an issue. I just wanted to clarify the levels and stuff will be different past March 1st. March 1st is when the current backlog of videos will be done. At that point, I probably will be done with the run at that point. Plus, I'll be playing other stuff as well. So I just wanted to clarify, the run is not spliced or anything. If anything, I'm actually starting over. I just figured it might be better to have the triple experience on. I'm not sure if that's a good decision or not, but I have both saves, so I can easily go back. Besides, this isn't esports. It's just it's just something I'm doing for fun because I like the game. I mean, it's got some problems for sure, but overall my experience was very enjoyable. I only had a couple things about it I didn't like, and one of those things was mostly just how slow you run, and the cheat engine code pretty much fixes that tenfold. So let me know what you guys think. If you want the double experience run to continue, you can go ahead and let me know. Those runs or those videos are going to be rolling out throughout the rest of the month. I'm pretty much done with videos for the month in terms of this game. If you guys want me to continue that one at the risk of having it not be finished, you can go ahead and let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to do it this way. I don't know how much it will trivialize things, because this game, your gear matters a lot more than your level. The level is basically just, you do get this level up bonus. I will get probably a couple extra points of focus per boss, but this game's a lot like DFO. If you ever played DFO, if you're at the level cap and you have someone else at the level cap with good gear and you're stuck with magic seals, then the other person is going to be like an order of magnitude, like several times stronger than you. That's kind of how this game is. Even if you have 6 times experience on, it really doesn't make much difference, especially since in this game you can't carry over your moveset. As far as I know, it might just give me a couple extra points in stats and I'll have a more robust moveset, so it might be more interesting. I may revisit this at another time, but I just wanted to be clear with this. I know it's kind of already a little odd. I am using cheat engine. I did use it to kind of max out the arts, because it's kind of dumb how if you want to do combos in this game you have to use a move 9,999 times. I am using it for that, but everything else is pretty much just playing the game normally. So let me know what you guys think. Regardless, I'm going to let the other ones play out, because there were some pretty good runs in that first half of the game. I think you guys will enjoy it. In the meantime, while that backlog plays out, I'll be deciding what I want to do from here. But I think having the 6 times experience gives me a much higher chance of beating Melchior and the final boss. Those are probably going to be the 2 biggest hurdles. If I'm wrong, then I'll probably just go back to the other file. It's the beauty of, modern games. You can have like 500 save files for a game. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but that's pretty much the gist of it. Anyway, you guys can enjoy the rest of the run. Like I said, I forgot to record Celis at the beginning of the game, so I did that on the 6 times experience run. The rest is going to be the previous run, which is the double experience, and then from there, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I might continue the double experience, I might do the 6 times experience. Anyway, catch you guys later. Peace.